Today on The Real.
The glitz, the glamour.
And Lonnie Love. It must be Emmy night.
And I'm spilling the gossip.
And from This Is Us, Chrissy Metz.
I have made it. I'm on the bus.
Plus, our $10,000 Mondays return with another fantastic giveaway. The Real. This is us.
To kick off the week, then with a little girl chat, right?
Yes.
Here we go. First up, former President Bill Clinton recently sat down with Charlie Rose in a CBS This Morning interview where he was asked what he would do as first gentleman. Do you guys know what first gentleman is? Yeah? Oh, you guys are smart.
I didn't know one.
Yeah.
But, you know.
For those that don't know, you know how they have ladies and gentlemen. There was a first lady. Now there might be a first gentleman. So if Hillary were elected president, this got me thinking about what Bill's role as the first gentleman will actually be. It would be so cool and historic, but at the same time, I feel like he was a president.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it, they're still gonna call him Mr. President in this case, don't you think?
You think so?
For sure.
No.
But I feel like he will be a great support for her. He's been in the shoes that she's about to fill.
Yeah. He can give her lots of
possibly.
advice.
Yeah.
Because he's been there before.
Well, that's kind of a cardinal rule right there for husbands. Just to say, I will do as I am told. That's really...
I like that.
That's really sweet and thoughtful, because we know it's not in a demeaning way.
At all, but that he genuinely wants to...
It's in a supportive way.
Exactly.
If he becomes the first gentleman, he should do what the first lady does.
Yes.
I mean, they make appearances.
Yes.
They create initiatives.
They tell you about how important vegetables are, and get some Michelle Obama arms.
I was going to say,
Like-
man, the best first example I've ever had of an amazing first lady in my time was Michelle Obama, man.
She killed it.
She supported her husband, but we know her for what she
does.
Yes.
We know her. And so I love President Clinton so much, but I would be really honored to see what he would do as a first gentleman, because it shows how a man in today's world could stand beside his woman, because let's be real, women today, there's a lot of breadwinners in the household. Women are leading the families. And so it's nice to have that example.
To be a pillar.
Yes.
To be a pillar for her.
How do you think your significant others would feel about being the first gentleman?
Adam would love it. I think Adam would love to be Mr. President as well.
Yeah, he would.
I swear to God. I think Adam would do really, really well as Mr. Gentleman.
Yeah?
One thing I do love about my husband, you know, he supports me in everything that I do. There have been times when I work more than he does, and there have been times that, you know, he works more than me. So I think he would handle that situation very well. But what people don't know about my husband is that he actually went to Stanford, and he got a degree in national security.
Adam got a degree in national security?
Yes, he did, you guys. A lot of people don't know that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's so dope. Yeah.
Wow. He's
He's really
well-rounded. Baseball, news, national security.
He's very knowledgeable.
I think, okay, well, when we did Girl Chat and Israel was on the show, I was like spastic. Like, I'm telling you guys, I was like clammy hands and I couldn't get it together. I was talking so much, I should have shut up and let him talk more, because he's way more calm and collected.
Yeah.
Like, I get like, oh my God, rattling and spastic. And he's way more like thinks things through. He's very, very calm. He's the person that on days when I'm like, I don't know, he's like, breathe. Be calm, and I love that about it. And I think if you're running a country, you would need somebody that, in the midst of the craziness, can be your peace. So I love that.
If I was president, I'd have a first gentleman, a second, and a third.
Yo, I'm not into that. Yes.
Me But so is being a real dad. And one dad named Chad Milner recently spoke out in Madame Noir about a post that he put up about a fear he had for his 3-year-old daughter, Sydney, being the only black girl on her soccer team. Chad wrote, "As a black man, I can't help but think about race most places I go. I can't help to think about people seeing me first as a person of color and whatever negative connotations come along with that, strictly based on stereotypes. While I am okay with this for the most part, I don't want people to do that to my daughter. It's a terrible feeling for anyone to feel judged, left out, or uncomfortable in a group because of who they are." I feel that she's 3 years old, and when they're that young, they don't know about race yet. And I think he doesn't need to put that, he doesn't need to worry about it as yet. But also, there is conversation in this country about how race is treated, and I agree there are some problems. But I can speak for me. I've been black all my life, right?
Have you?
Yes.
Really?
Say it ain't so.
I didn't realize how
And
you...
I'm used to, being a minority. I mean, I work in an industry where this is the first show where we have all women of color. But most of the time, when I go into a meeting, I know I'm going to be the only black person. You know what's really funny is when I go to the Emmy parties.
Yeah.
And it's only about 12 black people out of a sea of other people.
Yeah.
But when you see that one black person, you give them that black nod, you're like,
I see you, girl.
I did that. It was Omar Epps. It was Omar Epps, the actor. We were at some NBC event, and I saw him, and I was like, and he was like, and we don't know each other, but it's just, so I guess what I was trying to just say is that for me, I don't let it worry me. I don't make that a part of me. I don't walk into a room and go, I'm the only black. They're going to think I'm country or they're going to think I'm ghetto. I don't care about that. I'm going to be me no matter who I am.
I agree with you. Yeah, no matter where you go, you will always be you.
I don't know. I kind of had that experience, but it was quite different because when my sister and I went to high school, there weren't many children of mixed race, actually. It's just now become a thing where a lot of people are mixing, and it's more normalized. So I always had the fear of being accepted. You hear a lot of mixed people go, oh, well, maybe I'm not black enough, or maybe I'm not white enough. But just like you, I stopped letting people define who I am.
Right.
I was like, you know what? I'm not going to focus on what they think of me. I'm going to think of myself and try to be the best version of myself and try to set a positive example. And then after that, people don't even, they don't even care after a while.
True.
We got to stop thinking, too, that all people are bad.
Yes.
That's the thing. And I know with a lot of things that's happening in the news, everybody's got these, notions. And yes, there are some bad people, but there's some really good and sweet people in this. And we have to, I always go in positive.
Right. Acknowledge the good folks.
You know what I really love is where I grew up in San Jose, I was surrounded, my neighbors were Hispanic and African American, and I was the only Vietnamese American family in our block, and they invited us into their culture. So for when I turned 15, they gave me my first quinceañera dress. Wow. I learned how to make tamales. I had braids. I couldn't wear them very long, but I did. But those things invited me into the culture, and it taught me now to be proud about my culture and share it. And when you're proud about your culture and you welcome people, I'll never forget when I first went into Adrian's family party for Valentine's Day, they had the music going and they had the food, and when you get invited into someone's culture, guess what? It feels like family no matter what skin color you are.
That is so true. Always. Even if I was different, being Latina, I always actually ended up using my difference as an advantage. I always said, oh, I'm different. And instead of saying that's a negative thing, I turned it into a positive. And I'm like, oh, I can be the first Latina of daytime television.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? You know, you can use it to make a pathway for the rest of the people, and I just feel so proud of that. And be proud of being an individual. Be proud of being different. You are unique. We are all unique in our own ways. We should own that.
Yes.
Own it.
For sure.
But like I said, we don't want to negate that there are issues, there are
Absolutely.
problems.
For sure.
We're not trying to say that. What I'm saying is, in this situation, change that negative, that feeling that you know, you need to be accepted. Change that to a positive. People try to say I'm fat. I'm not fat. I'm full. That's what I am. Change the thinking, Chad.
Do you believe that couples who work out together stay together?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, one couple that certainly believes that is Megan Good and her husband, Devon Franklin.
like that.
I really love them.
Yes.
The couple has been working out together a lot, and they're adorable.
They are.
Here's a video posted to Instagram by their trainer, Mike T, with the hashtag relationship goals. Check it out.
Love that. I love that.
So that's so cute.
Yes.
And you know what? They're not alone. Even Neo and his wife, Crystal Renee, found time to work out together too. Look at
Oh
him
my
go.
gosh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So cute. Okay, so ladies, I have to
Yeah.
ask you this question. Do you enjoy working out and doing activities like this with your man?
I love working out with Israel. I think that I feel like if you're going to be spending time together, you might as well motivate each other
Yeah.
to do something positive.
really works.
Yeah, so I think we work out together with my trainer, Masi. I make him do the video. Like, I make him film us. So he's got some great camera skills. You see how he's capturing me so well?
Yeah.
No, he's not. But it's all good. So we work out together and we encourage each other. And I think the greatest part is accountability. When you have somebody and you're going to dinners together and you know how hard you just put in work in the gym and you're like, don't eat that. You know that's not what you're supposed to be eating.
Yeah.
So I like that. We can keep
Yes.
each other accountable and on the right track.
I like working out by myself, okay?
Me too. I agree with
Because
you,
like that
Lonnie.
bending down and doing the ball thing, I be done passed all kind of gas and knocked the man out.
Oh my God! Wait.
No, you don't say that.
I try to look really cute in front of him though, when I work out.
Exactly.
And I try not to be
I don't
too
want to look
prissy.
cute.
No, I
or
don't wanna look
prissy.
cute.
That's the thing. I don't want to look too cute or prissy when I work out. I want a ugly workout. When I get my workout in, I want to work out. Not only that, that's my me time. I've been married for 5 years. I have 2 kids. This is my time to put into me, and I want no distractions at all. Plus, Adam was a professional, athlete. I just can't keep up with him, and then he tries to become the trainer, and I don't have time for that.
I like looking at the
Can't
other
do
men
it.
at the gym. How can I look at the other men if I got one with me?
Oh my God. Last night was one of the biggest nights in Hollywood. All of television's brightest stars came out for the 68th annual Primetime Emmy Awards. And of course, before the show started, our girl Lonnie Love hit the red carpet to get the inside scoop. Good job, Lonnie, and flirt with all the hot actors, of course. Take a look.
That's that black nod I was telling you about. Hey, everybody, we're here at the 68th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards. I'm going to see who I can flirt with, who I can talk to.
Hey, y'all in the real family. This is Terrence saying hi.
How do you feel tonight?
I'm keeping it real with your fan, girl. I need this. It's hot out here.
That's because you hot, mama.
Thank you.
He's on the Emmys red carpet with us at the Real. I love
what that was.
Hey, I'm so sorry, Patty.
Are we live?
No, it's daytime.
Oh, look at me now. Bleep that.
Hi, Rio.
Oh my goodness, we love you, we love you, we love you, we love you.
Real. What?
You were on our show?
Yes, I was. I hope I come back.
You're so cute. Thank you, you too. You single? Yes, yes, put this on, huh? Yes.
Hey, what we doing?
Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I waited in line for 2 hours for. Hi.
Okay, hey.
He just got out of bed, came to the Emmys. How do you feel tonight?
I feel great. I'm a little warm. They're gonna bring me in the paddock and walk me around, cool me down, maybe a hose.
Don't you try to steal my man. Work it, yes, yes, shimmy, shimmy. I'm so proud of you. We are so proud of you here at the...
Thank you. You know, because you guys keep it real.
Oh, you know how we do it, okay?
Keep it real on the real.
Just say hi to the ladies of the Real for me.
Huh?
Oh, really? Hi, ladies. How are you? Thank God it's cool here today. There's not one element inside the tux that is dry. All right? Really.
That's
I'm in
'cause he's
a lot
hot.
of trouble.
And I didn't know he was married. I'm sorry. Sorry, wife.
Hello to all you girls, and keep it real, darling, because you know that's how what? I roll.
I had a great time. Now I gotta go back to work. Bye.
Wow. Of course.
This one is crazy.
Lonnie, that was really
I
fun,
love
though.
it.
Thank you so much. Congrats to all the winners.
A month ago, a once-in-a-thousand-year flood hit Baton Rouge, Louisiana, disrupting lives for hundreds of thousands of people. For some, like our next guest, Tracy, the disaster displaced her entire family and destroyed their homes.
In August, Baton Rouge suffered through days of massive storms. The resulting floods caused over $9 billion in damage and devastated nearly 150,000 homes. With record water levels and almost 3 times as much rain as Hurricane Katrina, it's been the worst natural disaster in the U.S. in years. Of the many people whose lives were derailed, Tracy Lewis and her family have been hit particularly hard. They were in their homes as the floods came and had to leave everything behind. On the night of the floods, a boat rescued them from their homes and carried them to safety. But even though they found shelter, their troubles were far from over. As the waters receded, they revealed a community both battered and bruised, and a family in need of help picking up the pieces.
Wow.
Here with us now to share her experience with the Baton Rouge floods is Tracy Lewis. Tracy, thank you so much for being here. I have to ask you, because I can't even fathom what this must have been like, just knowing that the water was rising. What were those moments like?
Frantic and surreal, because you can't believe that this is happening. The waters were starting to rush into the house, and so we had placed towels and pillows and things like that down at the doors, trying to, just form some sort of barricade for the water because we didn't have sandbags. And it was just a scramble to get out of the house because you didn't know what was going to happen next.
We lost the home.
We lost the home.
That was your childhood home.
Yes.
How were you guys dealing with that? Because now you don't have a childhood home. Your dad doesn't have a home.
It's very difficult because you not only lose, your home, the furniture, but you lose the mementos that you have, those priceless items like photographs, and it's so expensive to rebuild. It's incredibly expensive to rebuild, and
you probably didn't have flood insurance.
We didn't. Most of the people that were affected, early estimates said that about over 90% of the people who were affected did not have flood insurance because areas of South Louisiana flooded that had never flooded before.
Well, Tracy, we haven't been completely upfront with the reason why you are here today.
Okay.
We know that you have dealt with a lot of devastation and loss, so when we saw a nomination video, we had to bring you here.
Okay.
Take a look.
Hi, I'm Aaron Heinzman, and my good friend Tracy Lewis is a strong lady, but she's been through a lot recently, and she's not the kind of person who would ask for help. She lives in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and her whole family lost their homes in the recent flooding. She's an incredible person, and I think she is someone that you would want to help.
What does it feel like to have a friend like Aaron just looking out for you?
It's overwhelming. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Because when things like this happen, it's an incredibly vulnerable season of your life. I come from a family, we work, we take care of ourselves, and thank you. So to have so many people reach out and attempt to help, and in those first couple of weeks, you really, honestly, you don't know what help you need, and then you don't want to seem like you were irresponsible, and you don't want to seem too vulnerable, and then you have to take a step back, and you have to say, well, God, I was praying that you would intervene in my situation, and I know that he works through human interaction, and that we're all vessels of his goodness and his love. And
oh, who could that be? We didn't mean to cut you off, but
kept it up, man.
Oh my God, how come you didn't tell me? I got so much. I told you.
Well, are you surprised?
I am.
How you doing? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Have a seat.
Oh my gosh.
Have a seat.
Oh, easy yours.
Thank you.
Aaron, I have to ask.
I know.
Are you shocked?
Why?
You sent me a picture from your family vacation.
I know. I'm in Michigan right now. With my mom and sister.
Aaron, you're amazing for this, but I have to ask you, why was it so important for you to help Tracy out?
Well, I've known Tracy for a long time, and you know, you can tell, right? She is so smart and so put together, and she just lifts me up whenever I see her. And I knew, because she was quiet when all this was happening, that she, you know, I knew she was vulnerable, but I also knew she wouldn't really let herself ask for help. And I actually am a fundraiser professionally, and so it meant a lot to be able to try to fundraise for someone that, you know, I love and that means a lot to me.
Wow.
Oh,
so,
great guy.
That is amazing. Well, Aaron, that's a great friend.
Yes, you're such a great friend, and Tracy's obviously such a great person.
Yeah.
And we hear you, Aaron. Sounds like Tracy's such a proud, strong woman. She doesn't like to ask for help, so we want to make it easier for you. Tracy, we would like to give you $10,000 to help you with everything that you're going through. Will that help you out with what you're going through?
It would. It definitely would.
It's all right, girl. Let it out. Tears of joy.
It would. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Aaron.
Well, Tracy, we are wishing you the best of luck for you and your family.
Thank you.
And
Oh my God, thank you ladies so
thank
much.
you, Tracy, for being here.
The trailer for This Is Us, starring our next guest, had over 100 million views online. So clearly, we're not the only ones looking forward to it.
Yes.
You've seen her on hit shows like Entourage and American Horror Story. But get ready, because she's already getting rave reviews on her hot new NBC drama, This Is Us. Please welcome Chrissy Metz.
Super excited.
I love it. Chrissy, everybody!
So, okay, tell us, how did you find out that you got the leading role?
Okay.
Yes.
So, aside from me being incredibly nervous at the test,
Right.
We leave, and my brother at the time, Justin Hartley, was already cast.
Oh.
And so he was like, you know, shimmying. He's like, oh, see you later.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Right?
okay,
Yeah.
all right. So I get to the car, and my phone rings. And I'm like, I don't know this number. And then my agent calls, and he's like, how did it go? I'm like, it was miserable. It was terrible. And I'm like, but this number won't stop calling.
Oh,
So I'm like, I should probably pick it up.
Probably.
Might be a bill collector, but I don't know. So I pick it up, and Dan Fogelman, the writer-creator of the show, and Crazy Stupid Love, of course, was like, hey, it's Dan. And I'm like, hello? And he's like, and the phone's cutting out because
you
because
hate
we're in the
that.
parking structure at Universal. And I'm like, did you? And the girl who was testing against me was named Mackenzie, and she was like, and I'm like, is he saying Chrissy? Is he saying Mackenzie? I'm like, does he have the right number?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's Chrissy. And he's like, you know what? You're our girl.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, the girl for like the show? Do you have the right number? And I'm like, I think I might wreck my car down in the parking structure. He's like, please don't do that because we need you. And it was super magical. Like, this is what like dreams are made of.
Yeah.
Never. Of course not.
And you know, your co-star, the amazing Sterling K. Brown.
Come on.
He tweeted a picture of an ad that was on the side of the bus, and it had your face on it. How does it feel to see your face on the side of a bus?
Amazing. Ladies. Well, you know,
amazing.
first of all, Chris Sullivan, who plays Toby, is incredible. He's incredibly charming and smart and hilarious. And it was so easy, our chemistry. And it's written so well. Dan Fogelman and all the writing staff is amazing. But, you know, when you're going to a weight loss support group, you don't necessarily feel your self-worth as you should.
Yeah.
So then for you to meet a you know, the opposite sex, and maybe he's flirting with you, and you're like, wait, no. Wait, hold on. Like, I mean business here. Like, I'm trying to change my life and turn over a new leaf. And then he's like, no, but I'm willing to change for you, and I don't even know you. And
so romantic.
it's so romantic. Right?
That'll make you cry.
That'll make
you cry.
That'll make you cry and blush and
all sorts of other things.
All sorts of other
Chrissy,
things.
one of the reasons why we love The Real is because we feel like we get to represent different women here alone.
Yes.
For you, a lot of women are looking up to you as like the figure for plus size women.
Right.
How does that feel to you? Do you feel like you represent plus size women, and is that a role to you?
You know, I've been battling weight since, oh my gosh, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4. It's been an issue for me. And I think, I've said this before, but so many people feel as if they're defined by a number, whether it's their salary, whether it's the number on the scale. And we're so much more than that, right?
I love it.
So it's one of those things where I'm like, wow, there's an incredible show, and it's on network television, and this woman's actually remotely attractive, and she's plus size, and she has a, you know, potential love interest.
Right.
This is amazing. And I don't want to say I'm a role model, but I am really grateful to have this platform to just have women and men alike just relate to us.
Yes.
That's,
Exactly.
you know?
No matter what's going on in life, we're all hungry for a little extra dough from time to time. Well, today, The Real is here to help. We've got a brand new game where teams of 3 will use speed and teamwork to earn $750 in cash. Get ready to have a ball. We're going to play Money Hungry Humans. We have pre-picked 2 teams of money-hungry humans, so before we explain the game, let's meet them. Adrian.
Our first team is a trio of sorority sisters of Delta Sigma Theta. Meet Michelle, Lanisha, and Elise. All right, where are you guys from?
We're from the Bay. We're from LA.
Okay. What are you money hungry for today?
We're money hungry for a trip to Africa.
All right, our next team is a trio of cousins. Meet Melanie, Camilla, and Maura. Okay, where are you ladies from?
I'm from Chile. We're from Montana, and we're money hungry to show our cousin a good time here in the U.S.
I have a feeling this is going to be mad competitive because you guys are goal-oriented. I like that. Yes. How do we play?
Okay, 2 teams of 3 will face off to fill these bins with those balls first. The teams have to work together to gather the balls, one riding the buggy, one pushing, and one collecting the balls. Jeannie and Adrian will show us how it's done.
We sure will. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Safety first.
Yep. So get on this comfortably. Make sure you got to hold
On your belly.
Take care of your sister, right?
On your belly.
And then when the timer goes, you push her out like this. And then you get enough balls, Aid, and you pull her back. And then the third person.
Oh my God.
Why did you
Adrian. I was trying to add her back.
Okay.
One more time.
One more time, okay?
That's my butt, not my feet.
Okay. Okay, get balls, a lot.
I got.
Okay, then go back like this, and then Lonnie, keep it like that.
Keep it there.
Watch.
No, don't you
Don't do that. Okay, watch you guys. Then you do this.
You scoop it out.
Yeah.
You lost some of my balls.
You got
Right
it.
here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. The first team to fill their bin to the target line wins $750. How does that sound?
Well, it looks like we've got 2 very hungry teams right here, so this should be a lot of fun. Now, before the show, you decided who was going to be the fetcher, the pusher, and who's the scooper.
Everybody ready?
Hey!
Get in your positions. Get in your positions. Now, when I say roll, you're going to start rolling, all right? Good luck, ladies. On your mark, get set, roll!